Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Cynthia Greer, spiritualist who works at the in-depth level of the soul. And that includes taking stock of how you really and truly feel about yourself and the face that you present to the world, no matter what age you are, no matter what physical disability or facial disfigurement you may have that has blocked you from becoming all you can be because you don't feel that there is any hope for you. Well, I'm here to change all that. If you like my videos and you find they are helping you and could possibly help someone else, please hit those like, subscribe, and share buttons, as I am not sponsored by any company or any individual on a human level. I invest in my channel and my equipment all on my own. And that means I do without a lot of other things in order to bring you the information that I do. And I purchased this wonderful Lancome train case. This is their Blockbuster sale for $20.25, and being that I love Lancome products, I thought this would be great to introduce at this time in case the ladies wanted to pick one up before the holiday rush became so crazy and perhaps they sell out. So I have to tell you, I love, love, love Lancome's products. I think they're wonderful. And I personally felt that for the money, which was $89, it was a real bargain for me to get all of the products that are inside. So, before we get into that part of it, I also had an offer to where if I made a purchase, I would get a free gift. And I love it when Lancome does this because it really gives you a chance to really try the skincare in a way that you would benefit from it because you have enough samples and larger sizes to stay on it a while. The one thing I didn't get in my last batch of Lancome was the Tonique Comfort. And so this is something that you use after you cleanse your face and you pat it dry to get ready to put your moisturizer on. And I have used this in the past. It was quite some time ago, so I know that the formula has definitely been improved since then. And as we go further into this, I will be doing skincare demos as well. So I will let you know my feelings about this in upcoming videos. So that was my purchase. And then I received a free gift, which had the Lait Galate Comfort Cleanser, which is in a sample size, which I find are wonderful to give you that trial run with the product, because I've always found that within one try, I pretty much know if something is going to work for me because of the way it feels on my skin and the way my skin looks afterwards. And being that I have a ton of damage from the cancer treatments, and burning was one aspect of it because I wore a mask during treatments to protect me from the radiation rays, but it didn't do that all the way, and I ended up getting burned, and my skin was never the same after that. And I also developed a lot of sensitivity. So, I can tell by the way my face reacts to something if it's going to work out or not. It will show up pretty much right away. So I was very pleased with the cleanser and the fact that I had purchased the toner. And they threw in, which was a lovely surprise, if I can open it, a blush. And I love the more neutral colors. I don't like to overdo it with blush, but I do like to have something. And this looks like it's going to work out very well for me. I also was given a free trial size of lipstick, and I have it on right now, and I absolutely love it. It is very emollient. With the cheaper drugstore brands, even those that are considered top of the line, I have an issue with my lips drying out and everything becoming cakey from the inside of the lip and getting really glommy and gummy and breaking up. And for some reason, Lancome lipsticks, which I believe is their high-quality ingredients, do not do this. And I can go pretty much all day if I'm not eating anything, and the lipstick will last, and it won't get cakey. And then if I have something to eat and I don't apply a fresh coat, I noticed that it still looks good. Now this shade, I'm going to have to get a magnifying glass, isn't that terrible, to look at it. I don't know what the name of the color is, but it's number 274. So if you like it, remember 274. Okay, so on to the goodies in this wonderful train case. All right, so Genevieve. Okay, this is what cinched the deal for me, because serums, if they are high quality, do work. And especially if you have mature skin, you have a lot of lines coming in. If you are like me, who was in an outdated glasses prescription, well, you squint, which causes lines. And so once I had my glasses changed up, boy, I noticed I had a ton of crow's feet. And I have dark circles anyway because of the illness. And it's something that I have struggled with for many years. And also that sunken in look as well. So I found that serum was a must-have. I had to have that because my crow's feet were coming all the way down. And then also, right here, these jowls that I have, they're not natural aging because I'm missing all of my teeth and part of my jaw due to cancer. And I have videos on all that if you want to go through my playlists. This is a happy video, so I don't want to go deeply into that, but I do want to stress that if you've had trauma to the face, like I have, that have really caused everything to change, every little bit helps. And I was doing a lot worse before I started my treatment with the serums. So, Genevieve, I haven't been on it that long, but what time I have been on it, I am noticing a very big difference because I got a trial size in my first order of Lancome that came last week. So it really is a wonderful product. The second item that really did it for me was the Regenergy cream. I have been on that one as well. And it leaves my face feeling firmer with a lot of moisture, but not weighted down. And so what I've noticed is there are creams out there that they can grease you up, they can give you the moisture, but when you wake up in the morning, you still look the same as you did when you went to bed the night before, and that is haggard. And so this is why I love this cream. I am finding that even if it's been a rough night and I didn't get a lot of sleep, that this really helps. And that was the case earlier in the week when I had just begun my sample size. Sorry about that. I'm not editing anything out, by the way. So my sample size of Regenergy, and someone had passed away, and there was a lot of grief surrounding the situation. And so I didn't sleep that well for several days. And I noticed that my skin really looked and felt better, even with the lack of sleep. So really, really happy about this product. And I think these two are just so worth the $89 because I'm going to tell you, when it comes to serum, you can pay $100 or more for one bottle. And like I've said in past videos, a little bit goes a long way. So if you budget your money, you stock up, you buy in quantity, one bottle of this is going to last you a long time. And then in other packages, you'll get serums as well in travel sizes. So you're going to make out like a bandit. I'm telling you right now. The other product I absolutely love is the Bifacil, which is their eye makeup remover. And it's so important that you do not stretch the delicate skin around your eyes. You want to gently press and just take it off. And this stuff is fantastic for that, because the more you stretch and pull, the more problems are going to develop with your skin in the long run. So it doesn't matter what age you are starting at with your skincare. Everything that you do from this point on is going to be a big improvement. Okay, next up, Cream Radiance Cleanser. Wonderfully emollient cleanser that deep cleans the face. Now, I know a lot of beauty influencers, and there are some great ones on YouTube that I admire. I'm hooked on a lot of channels. But some will tell you to double cleanse. I personally do not double cleanse. I don't feel it's necessary. If you remove your eye makeup with a good quality eye makeup remover, and you have not taped on the makeup to begin with, one cleansing is going to do it for you, and you are not going to have to go through a 7-step beauty ritual every night to get your makeup off, your face cleaned and toned and then moisturized. That really is unnecessary. And so as a mature woman who has an active life, who is pro-cancer survival, pro-positive thinking by facing the darker aspects of life and coming out of them, my goal is to give others hope so that they can live a joyful life, a fulfilling life while they are on this planet. So I'm very busy doing that, so I believe in keeping everything simple. Okay, so now we have the primer. Okay, and this is something that you put on your lashes before you do your mascara. And I will demonstrate this down the road when I'm doing a makeup video. I'll tell you what I think about it. Truthfully, it would have never occurred to me to buy a primer. I just have not been drawn to them. If I have only a certain amount of money, I'm going to put it into skincare. Something that is going to help my skin rejuvenate and glow. And then secondly, I'll invest in a really good makeup base and a concealer that is a shade or two light of the same brand. Because I have noticed that when you do use things that are formulated to go together, it does make a big difference, even though I myself have not always followed that in the past. But the older I get, the more I'm finding there really is something to that. So I am anxious to try this. I'm going to keep an open mind. And, of course, another wonderful Lancome mascara here. This is the Idol Lash. I feel that when it comes to mascaras, Lancome is really worth it, because I'm the type of person that if I buy the wrong mascara, it ends up all over the place. And 10, 15 minutes after I put it on, it's caked up here. I have little black spots up here, or I have, more black under my eyes, which adds to the issue that I already have due to my situation with my disability. So anything as a disabled woman that I can do to help myself, I'm going to go for it. Okay, so we also have the Juicy Tube, okay? And I remember these in the 90s when I was in my 30s. And I loved these because during that time I was going out to Palm Springs a lot to work. And it was very arid and dry. And then I also went to Death Valley as well. And it would get freezing cold in the winter. And you had this dry cold, which was really hard on the lips. And, little bit goes a long way because this is very emollient and it gives you a wonderful gloss. It has kind of a peachy smell and I really like it. Of course, I love the smell of Lancome's products. They're very light. And being that I have really sensitive skin, I didn't have an issue with them. The next thing is this wonderful perfume, and it is La Vie est Belle. I have never tried it, so I'm going to try it right now and tell you what I think of it. I love this. It smells so good. It's supposed to have patchouli in it. And I know that a number of influencers that opened up their boxes have said they're not going to use it because it's not a scent for them. I feel the only way to really know with a quality perfume, such as Lancome, is if you test it and you take a whiff of it throughout the course of the day, because as the different notes of the perfume begin to rise up, it's going to take on a different scent. And I'm noticing that right now, that it does, on me anyway, have a very fresh, clean scent. I'm not feeling heavy or weighted down by it, because I will tell you this, if it were too earthy, it wouldn't be something that would be for me, because I do like clean scents. And this really does feel good. So I'm very happy with this. To me, this was just a bonus to get this. I'm going to really enjoy using it. And of course, we have our palette, our Idol Cafe Crush. And I am really, really happy with it. And of course, these are the wonderful colors that I feel good in because they are very earthy. Well, that's all I have for you for now. I'm wishing you a beautiful, blessed, and happy holiday season. And I want to tell you that if you are struggling with a health crisis and isolation and rejection, and even if you're healthy, a lot of women are struggling with rejection right now, especially if they are single, because they are not being invited to holiday events because most single women in America are considered a threat because people have become so backstabby toward one another. Take care of yourself. Take that holiday to give thanks and adoration for what you do have, the wonderful gift of life that you have been given, and take this time to nurture and care for yourself. And for those of you in situations who are underappreciated or completely unappreciated, take space out for you. Whatever it is you like to do, enjoy. I wish you so much love and many blessings. See you soon.